When you come into Tinkercad, you're going to see right up here on top that you can create your first 3D design. This is called the work plane. This is where everything that you're going to create will go. Let's start by just simply adding a shape. I'm going to take a box, I'm going to pull it right in, and now it's here. The first thing to know is that I can move around my box by moving this um, viewer box here. I could either click on the specific parts and then use the arrows to move, or I can just kind of drag it. When I go to home, it's this view of like between the top and the front. I could also zoom in. This would also cause me to zoom out if my thing was really big, and then I could zoom in and out further. This just the flat view, the orthographic view, just kind of flattens it. We don't usually want to see things in that way. When I want to adjust my shapes, this would adjust how tall it is, how wide it is, and how deep it is, right? Length, width, and depth. This little triangle lifts it off the work plane. Sometimes I need to do that when I'm layering shapes. It lifts it off the work plane. And here, if I drag on the white corners, it moves two shapes at a time. I also could specify in here exactly the dimensions that I want. There's also ways for me to be able to kind of pull from these slider tabs here in this pop-up menu. Um, these shapes that are clear allow me to make cutouts. So if I took another one like this and I put them together, it would cut out a hole in the middle of my box. That's sometimes important when you're trying to make shapes. A couple of other features, this would allow me to copy, to paste, to duplicate, right? So if I need to make the same shape a bunch of times, here's paste, garbage, I can undo and redo. This is that notes visibility if I want to be able to see my notes. Um, there are some other features here that are not like really now, but then if I wanted to be able to combine shapes, I could either drag right over them just like this to combine them, or I could press Control A to combine them. And here, when I blend them, now you can see that the cutout happened in the middle. I also have, when I have multiple shapes and I drag them together, I can use alignment here. Let's see, right? So I can make them align to the top, to the middle, to the bottom. I could have it centered in different ways before I group it to determine how my new shape is going to look. Um, when I'm if I want to bring files in, I can use import. When I'm ready to send things out, I can export. This is very important. When I'm ready to send it for 3D printing, I can download it as an STL, or I can sometimes send it straight to MakerBot, which is very helpful as well. That is a basic overview of Tinkercad.